of his eyes. Sit right down, the door to give the scoop with Ryan Pfeiffer and
Nah, I don't
We've
think
said
so.
that one a lot.
I don't think so.
You're listening to Being Mr. Boop, your least favorite podcast posted on this day of the week. My name is Lisa Doop, and I'm Mr. Boop.
My name is Ryan Pfeiffer, and I am Mr. Boop.
My name's Lisa Doop, and I'm Mr. Boop.
My name is Ryan Pfeiffer, and I am Mr. Boop.
That's the fun way I decided to change it up for a second.
Oh, you should have kept going with it.
Okay.
That
My
could have been
name
half
is...
the episode. It's too late. It's too late, Lisa.
Well, you know, it's never too late to start saying more of the script, and the more of the script says, Ryan, it's Thursday, December 31st, Happy New Year, 2020, and today we're reading the 216th ever Mr. Boop strip. But what happens in today's Mr. Boop?
Lisa, in today's Mr. Boop strip for December 31st, 2020,
Yes.
we have a revelation? Electoral heart?
Okay.
I'm Mr. Comic Strip, Mr. Boop.
Wow. Should have saved it for Friday.
I'm gonna be your wife, Betty Boop.
Yes. I'm Mrs. Betty Boop.
I'm gonna be your wife, Betty Boop.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Boop, boop-a-doop, doop.
In panel 1, we
Awful.
see Betty's looking down at Alec, who's sobbing.
We're seeing Alec Robbins and his loving wife, Betty Boop. But this is a classic Mr. Boop scenario we see all the time.
Stan Boop Po.
No, it's not. It is the flapper shot, though.
No, it's
Is
not.
it? Kind
No,
of.
it's
No?
not.
I guess
No,
it's not
it's
wide
not.
enough.
I wouldn't, yeah. We see them.
Listeners, write in. No.
Betty has their hands clasped together in, like, sadly. Or at least they're, like, resting on top of each other on a chest.
Lisa,
Yeah?
wait.
Yeah.
Shadow synopsis.
It's...
One remains.
Yeah.
Secondary shadow synopsis?
I think this is one that should be read for the end.
Ah, fine.
I think it's...
Fine. Good night, folks.
Good. That's all we got time for. Good night.
We're timing these now.
No, I am. Yes. Betty says, "I'm not Betty Boop." What?
Boing. Sounded like that's what you were doing. I guess that's not what you were doing. Oh, by the way, Alec is still shirtless and all beaten up, but now he's crying also.
What a fucking baby.
He's hunched over and there's tears in his eyes. She's not crying. She looks like...
She's somber.
She's doing like a, oh, honey.
Oh, you.
Not really. I mean, kind of.
And Alex speaks bubbles.
He's
says,
grimacing and he says, Electries, of course you are, honey. Electries.
Now, I always read... Now, it seems intuitive to read the O-O of, as, oh, of course you are. But I always prefer the reading of it as an elongation of the word. Like of course you are, honey.
Oh, like, of course... Ooh, of course you are, honey.
You can read. You can. I feel like in most cases you can read it as either, and it works.
Lisa, give us your best Mario oof.
Oof.
You clipped the microphone. Do it again.
Oof.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
You think it needs to be more elongated, like
Oof.
oof. Oof. That's too much.
Big reveal.
What's the big reveal?
She's not Betty Boop. Yeah.
I mean, what's she gonna say? She's Liz?
Yeah, I don't know. Wow. Liz or no Liz, what is true is that this is a fabrication.
Did you say Lizzo?
No.
You said Lizzo, no Liz.
Play the tape back. I didn't. Yeah, I don't know. Wow. Liz or
Lizzo, no Liz. I'm going Lizzin.
Liz or no Liz. He's revealing that this isn't Betty Boop, whatever the case. In panel 2, close up of Alec or mid-shot or whatever.
Lizzo, no Liz, here I come.
Off panel, we see Alec sobbing again. He's really going for a revelation here.
He's crying about as much as he was before, I would say.
Yeah.
But he's not grimacing anymore. He's just kind of like he's got tiny mouth.
Off panel, we see Betty saying, "I'm not even real," and then Alec responds, "Stop, Electrice. Stop saying that." Are you familiar with the Greek myth of Pygmalion?
No, but judging from the context here, I imagine he's the guy that invented la 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 la. I can't hear you. La 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 la.
No,
because that's what Alec's doing.
Yes, no, but I was on the bus recently, and I was thinking to myself, Mr. Boop really has a lot of, at least book 4 of Mr. Boop has a lot of similarities.
On the bus, contemplating Pygmalion as one does.
Yeah, I was like, Boop seems to have a lot of similarities with the story of
recommended bus activities
of Pygmalion.
Contemplating Pygmalion.
It's like I should mention that the next time Betty appears. It's a Greek legend.
It's a list of activities they put on the bus wall.
It's a Greek legend in which a guy, Pygmalion, makes a woman out of clay, and then he falls in love with the woman of clay. But in the and I think she comes alive or something.
It's the Paul Dano movie.
But
wait, it's the Paul Dano movie that he's got.
You're thinking of the Batman.
His wife in it or something. No, Ruby Sparks.
But yet,
with she's his partner
in the late
in
18th century. Pygmalion sort of started to be rewritten as like this, like sort of feminist angle of like, isn't it fucked up that he's made his wife entirely as blah blah blah, and it's and I feel like I don't know,
Pygmalion, the ultimate wife guy.
Yes, true. And I feel like the idea that he's crafted his wife is reminiscent of the Greek tale of Pygmalion.
I mean, in a way he did, but she's also this pop culture icon.
But also, as I was thinking, Pygmalion is a classic Greek legend that has been reinterpreted dozens of times, and it's kind of the same. Betty Boop is a blah, blah, blah.
Shit, we should have watched this movie. I'm just looking into this movie again, Ruby Sparks. Listen to this premise. A novelist struggling with writer's block finds romance in a most unusual way by creating a female character he thinks will love him, then willing her into existence. This is just Mr. Boop.
That's true.
We should have watched this. This feels like required viewing for understanding Mr. Boop. Can't believe I didn't think of this until now. Until the second to last episode.
Alec is still in complete denial, even though Betty is right to his face telling him, "I'm not real." He's like, "What? No!" He's saying, "Stop saying that" and all that.
Boy.
Boing. Boing.
I'm not real. Like,
Panel 3. Panel 3, close-up of Betty. She's crying, looking down at the man she once loved, or perhaps never at all because he's not real. He says, "You're saying it," and "you're" is underlined in all caps.
Mm-hmm. And she says, "You're writing this."
Wow.
And "yours" is underlined in all caps.
Yeah. I feel like Betty is crying here because Alec, the author, is crying here. But also, obviously, they had a relationship within the fiction. But it's
I think the in-universe character Betty Boop would also be sad enough to be crying anyway.
Yes. But I feel like this is
could be. I think it's both.
It's the complete breakdown of the entire premise of the reality is allowing room for both interpretations to be canon. Sam, canon.
You don't even believe in canon.
No, I don't believe in canon. It was just the closest word to what I wanted to say.
La-dee-da.
Yes.
Anything else?
I don't know. I don't know anything about the fact. Or he's saying he's writing this. Like hey, you were arguing he's not even writing this at this point, right?
Oh,
If he's so he's outright saying you're writing.
wait, yeah.
this.
What the fuck?
I think he's still creating it, but he's in such a. It's so effortless to him at this point that he's not even like. It's real to him, but he's still.
Do you think she's referring to the real Alec or the in universe or the other layer where it's in between the in between layer?
Mid layer Alec?
So she's referring to layer 2 Alec. She's not referring to real life Alec.
No, I mean real life Alec is also drawing.
We should have come up with this system before.
Yeah, this would have been great.
Panel 4, flapper shot. Betty and Alec are standing in a white void. Alec is beaten up, just only in his boxers, reaching out to Betty, who has her hands clasped, tears in her eyes, staring at him sadly. She says, "You're drawing this." Drawing is in all caps and underlined. Alec responds,
"Stop, Electries. You're hurting me, Electries."
And the tail of the speech bubble is a little bit wiggly, like a sperm tail, to show that he's struggling to say it.
Oh, saying it weakly.
Yeah, weak like a sperm.
Yeah,
it's just like a sperm.
Just like a sperm. Yeah, he's
Sperms are always saying stuff like this.
By his own creation. I was thinking about this recently. I think a lot about Boop Off Pod.
Someone should edit that one sperm meme where they're like, "Oh, I can't wait to be a whatever."
Bro, we're in a drawing of Betty Boop.
No, the second speech bubble said, "Say stop, you're hurting me."
Oh no, gross. That's gross.
Wait, why is that gross?
I don't want to think about sperm saying that. Stop, you're hurting me.
I don't want to think about anything that the punchline of those memes ever say.
But no. Mr. Boop is
one of the tags of this episode is going to be sperm.
Yes, okay. It is on paper. The basic premise of Mr. Boop is it's about a man who's married to Betty Boop. But
I don't like that, actually. Don't make that one of the tags.
Okay, but thematically and also literally, in the text, it is a comic about expressing your sexual desires through creation, and this showing the dangers. This showing the dangers of falling too deep into that. You'll hurt yourself and you'll hurt the people around you. I guess
not necessarily sexual desires, because it didn't start out that way. It definitely didn't start out that way. That wasn't even his original intent. His original intent was just, haha, I'm married to Betty Boop. And then he was like, well, where else can I take this? Okay, they're just going to be having sex all the time.
But I feel like if you ignore the, haha, it was just a funny strip at first. I feel like if you look at the thing as a whole, it is about the act of putting your desires onto paper, your sexual desires onto paper.
No, but yeah, desires, but not necessarily sexual. Like, that's part of it for him, but think of it like, you know that one Twitter account of the guy who just likes to see Simpsons women in ninja clothes all the time?
Oh, how could I not know?
I mean, that's not sexual, right?
I don't know.
Exactly. You don't know. There's no way of knowing. So it just is. It's just a desire. Just like he desired to be married to Betty Boop. And it's yeah, there is sexual content in this comic, but it's that's not his entire it's not like it's not like he only has a carnal desire for Betty Boop. He's obsessed with her. He loves her.
Mm-hmm.
And then that eventually translated into a sexual desire.
Yeah, it's a comic about putting your desires to paper, and what happens when your creative output is just fulfilling your own desires. And obviously we see he gets too attached to it, and it starts to hurt him.
Isn't that most creative output?
What? It gets too... Well, yeah, but specifically when it's something that is... Mr. Boop...
Like, that's something, like, because when it's something, like, not something you own, or...
What do you mean?
Well, because all stories are, like, fulfilling your desire to make a story. And to put these... make these stories real.
This is a story specifically about himself enacting desire, you know?
Like Star Wars.
Yeah, just like Star Wars. I guess I should read the Patreon description, which says...
Because you know Luke Skywalker is...
what? What?
What?
George Lucas named his character Luke Skywalker, and it's meant to be a self-insert for him.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, I am. I am being sarcastic.
Okay, when I tell people this, they're like, "Oh, huh? I never thought." And when I heard it, I didn't really think about it either. But I mean, his name is Luke S.
Yes.
Yeah.
The shadow synopsis secondary says,
and he would be like, "Oh no, it's just a coincidence." You see, it's a very common name in the Star Wars universe.
We've never met another Luke, so I don't...
Yeah, but everyone's name is Skywalker at this point. Everyone's calling themselves Skywalker these days.
I'm pretty sure in the Star Wars Legends universe, there's a character called Luke Skywalker who's spelled L-O-O-K.
Everyone's calling themselves Boop these days.
Yeah.
This is Alex, like, run through of the behind the scenes of Mr. Boopy's, like, it's like, yeah, Bugs Bunny is the most popular character we ever a funnier character than we've ever had before.
In Star Wars Legends, there is a character who is a clone of Luke Skywalker called Luke Skywalker, spelt L-U-U-K-E.
Does he have a cool hand? Oh my god, I never thought about that!
What?
Luke Skywalker has a cool hand. That has to be a Cool Hand Luke reference, right? It has to be.
Cool Hand Luke? What's
the
that?
movie Cool Hand Luke. His name is Luke and he's got a cool hand.
Okay.
He got a cool robot hand. He's Cool Hand Luke.
Sure.
That has to be intentional.
Does Cool Hand Luke have a cool hand?
I don't know. I think he's like a quick draw or something.
He's got like a regular hand then. It's what he does with the hand that's different. Okay. This is not the last installment of Mr. Boop. There is a grand finale of sorts hitting on Friday, January 1st, 2021.
What if this was the last strip? This would not be a very good last strip.
What a cock block of an ending. What a weird, unsatisfying finale. I'd praise him for it if this was the ending, but just because it's such a fuck you to the audience. It's such a somber, weird note to end on.
What if we hadn't like read the end before starting this podcast, and we got to this strip, and it's like, yeah, this is the last strip, and it's like, oh, well, I guess that's it, huh? This is okay. That's the end of the podcast.
Guess the website lied to us. Anyway,
what do you mean?
Well, the Boop website.
How so?
Surely has the last one listed. So we.
Oh.
You know, we
okay. I mean, I guess.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So as not to spoil the surprise, Patreon subscribers won't be getting it a day earlier. But let me use this time.
You said that already, Alec.
Let me use this time to graciously thank you all so much for supporting me on here. It means the world to me, and I'm so honored to have you here. In a really dumb way, Mr. Boop has been life-changing for me in that it grew my audience spectacularly, connected me with a lot of new friends, and, most importantly, reminded me that I love drawing cartoons, and showed me that people want to see them. So I will continue drawing comics after Mr. Boop ends. I'm still piecing together what's next, but I've got a sci-fi comic about thieves that I'd like to get going.
And that comic became Mr. Group.
And now you know the rest of the story. I'm also, this has been a prelude to a Crime Hot documentary, this whole podcast.
No.
I'm also resuming work on my video game Motormouth, which is a dating sim with a big twist, so expect peeks at both of those projects.
I don't think he's not working on that anymore, is he?
I don't know.
And that game became High on Life.
Motormouth kind of... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, Motormouth could be High on Life, but it's a dating sim with a big twist.
Okay. No, it's not.
No. Plus, I'll also keep posting shorter comics or one-offs on here in the meantime. The first one, a free pager about a jester, is done, and I'll post it here not long after Mr. Poop ends. I love you all. See you for the grand finale. Alec.
Yeah, ditto to all that. I was going to say something similar to that, but I was going to say it for the last episode, so I'm not going to say it now.
Alec got there
or
first.
Right now, anyway. Fuck you, Alec.
Fuck off, Alec.
Making us record this fucking dumbass podcast.
You suck. You
Thanks
made
a
us
lot.
do this, Alec. We would
Your
have quit
fault.
earlier if you didn't retweet
It's your
the first
fault.
post. We would
If you didn't make all these strips.
Yeah, you could have ended with Alec getting shot. I would have been cool.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
That would have been what? No.
You've been listening to Being Mr. Roop. What do you get when you cross a podcast with a webcomic? You get webcomics reviews and interviews. A webcomic podcast
You
devoted
get
to the creation
Being
of...
Mr.
No,
Boop,
what did I
which
say?
is the podcast you've been listening to for
Why?
216 episodes now. If you haven't been,
Go back.
fuck? Go back.
No, don't go back. Don't go
No,
back.
go back.
No,
It's too
no,
late.
no. Book one. The episode with those early episodes suck.
I don't think they're any worse than the current episodes. We haven't even done we didn't even do a quiz show in this volume. We didn't even have any bonus episodes in this volume.
That's true, but I think the last month of Being Mr. Boop episodes are listenable, and I would show them to people to be like, "Hey, look, there's a thing," but I wouldn't tell people to watch to listen to book one.
You would say donate to the Patreon so you can listen to Being Mr. Israel Funny.
That's a good episode. That's a great one. I love that one.
It's not.
Boo!
Fuck you. I'm at Candyman106. Just go find out if I'm funny. And at Semi-Sweet Stuffs for everything else I make.
I'm Lisa Doop, and you can find me on the last month worth of Being Mr. Boop episodes, but none of the ones before that. Thank you and good night.
Hey, what else are you doing? Come on, I can't be the only one promoting myself in the second to last episode.
I don't have anything to promote. I got a band.
You just promote the things you've been promoting. Promote them.
You can listen to Pobade, the album Pobade. You can listen to Lisa Doop on Lisa Doop Bandcamp.
Name everything you have. Name everything you've done on the internet ever. Okay, not everything.
No, there's an album on YouTube that I worked on, that I helped produce, called The Cryptic Cooperations Interlopers, and I leaked it because I didn't think it was ever going to get done, so I put it on YouTube on a burner account, and it's
now
out
everyone
there.
else who worked on it is mad at me.
No one ever found out that I uploaded it. Good night.
She has a Twitter.
Oh yeah, I have a Twitter
What is it?
account. Lisa Doop 2. Being Mr. Boop Pod. I have the Meet the Residents wiki. I have Volnus Fat's remake retold project where you can find me. Think about that, yeah.
She has a Bandcamp somewhere. I don't know. Just look. We both have link trees, probably. I do.
I don't
She
have a
has
link tree.
now.
No, I don't have a link tree.
You do now. So, just go figure it out, listeners. This is your last chance. After that, there will be no more chances. Our online presences will be deleted once this podcast ends.
Yeah, it's like Mission Impossible, except with
Exactly,
our internet
sure.
footprint.
Mm-hmm. Well,
thank you and good night, everybody.
No, let's alternate the words. Thank.
Good.
Yeah, all right. Goodbye.
What? What?
Good was not the next word.
I thought you said alternate the words, as in we'd say them in a different order.
No. As in, I say thank.
And then I say you.
And then I say... It's faded out already.
No, fade it back in. You fuck.
Oh my god. Thank
You.
and
Good.
night.
Thank you and good night, everybody.
Oh, fucking whatever. Thank you and good night. Kazoo. Is there kazoo in there? I don't know.
This podcast was brought to you by the Pitch Drop Podcast Network. Like what you just heard? Support the show by going to patreon.com/pitchdrop. And while you're at it, check out pitchdrop.net for more of this and other shows.